Everyone, Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions, bringing you another edition of our internet video series. Today is May the 26th, 2014, and thanks for joining us here this evening. If you have any comments, questions, or things you'd like to see discussed in the future, please contact me. You can do so by calling our office, talking with me, or sending an email to bhoops@midwestmarketsolutions.com. We continue to post these video series, and we'll continue to do so as long as we have something in the markets to discuss and to talk about. And I always can find something to discuss. We'll try and post these here every week or so, or maybe more often than that, depending on what's happening in the markets and if there's anything worthwhile to discuss. Before we get into talking about our series of topics, especially tonight, want to mention that if you want to look at archived, you can find these on YouTube under MidwestMarketSolutions.com as our internet site, our internet YouTube site. So you can check that out for previous ones if you want to look at those. Remember, when we talk about this, past performance of simulated historical test of strategies not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that we believe are reliable. We do not guarantee that the information is accurate or complete and should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There's no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades. And remember, this is all copyright of 2014 Midwest Market Solutions. We're going to talk about a couple extra system trades here, and you can see what I'm selecting here is all different trading systems that we have to look at and deal with. And last series we talked about our trade day of the month system that we just had recently gotten from Larry Williams. And now we want to talk about a couple different S&P systems and a bond system, and then we'll talk about other things in our next series. But next one we want to talk about is the S&P day trader system. And let's first talk about the history and take a look at how things have done on this particular system. We'll look here by the last several years. It's done very well this year, 17 trades so far with 100% winning percentage. And last several years have done pretty well. The 1 year, 2011, not so good, less than 50% accurate. But in the 60s and 70s is historically pretty significant. And let's look at the profits in this column here. Our profit per year, 3 years out of the last 6 have been profitable, 3 have not. This year, because it's been 100% winnings, $50,000 profit, and so you can see not a lot of consistency there. I guess if you get on a roll 1 year, it works well. The next year it hasn't worked so well, but it's going to have to be in the 70 or better profit percentage range to get a good strong profit per year. We look at the system here. Let's look at orders to place, and this would be for Monday the 26th. Of course, that's a holiday, so we'll look at it anyway. The same orders will be effective on Tuesday. Everything's based off of Friday the 23rd's close. Now, the signal here is if the market open is greater than or equal to 1899.1, we're going to sell at the market. So pretty simple order here. Watch how it opens. If we open above that area, you sell at the market and you get short. It also gives you your entry price, your stop loss, buy a contract 16 points above wherever we get in. Now, if it opens in a different area, a little bit different signal here, you buy contract at $18.99 on a stop. So it all depends on how you open. You have to open above a certain area, then we're going to sell. If it opens between 1890.2 and 1891.1, then we're buying at a stop. If it opens less than this price, 1890.1, we're buying at the market. And again, your stop loss is 16 points from wherever you get in. So that is the signals for this market, this system. And if you're interested in this is the signals that it gives every day. Just want you to be familiar with how to interpret it. Let's talk about another system that we follow fairly closely. That's the day trader. This is the Protege system that Larry Williams developed in the S&Ps. And let's first look at how the system has done. We'll go by the year. Overall, it's done pretty well by the year. This year, again, 100% wins. 70% winning percentage last year, 81 in 2012, so another good one. But you notice here, less than 70%, less than 70% in 2011, and seems like this year has been a much better year. Profits for year, this year has been very good. 2 years ago was very good, 48,500, 49,200, and some decent profits in those years, but some big losses in that'd be about 2011. We had a low winning percentage. All right, so let's if you do follow this system, let's look and see how it does, how it has done, and how what the orders would look like. So we've looked at how it's done. Now let's look at the orders. We generate an order for the system. Same type of signals here, exact same signal as day trader. If it opens above 1899.1, you sell at the market, and if it opens less than 1890.21, then you buy at the market. So a couple different signals there, depends on how things open. All right, final S&P system we want to talk about is one that I do like a lot, and it's called the OOPS system. Again, this is a Larry Williams system based off of ideas on how a market has closed on Friday and the next opening. You can see overall the profits over 62,000, 65% winning percentage, and if we break it down by the year, this year's been pretty good, almost 81%, 2012 82%, and the rest of the years have been below 60. So we've seen from the other two systems when we're below 70%, it's not been very profitable. But 3 out of the last 6 years have been profitable winning percentages and profitable trades. 2014 has been good, 2012 has been good, and 11's been okay. The rest of the years we've seen some losses, especially a year ago, 33,000. So a lot of these signals, a lot of this back testing tells me maybe they're good for what you're wanting to do. Not good enough for me. This year's been very good on these S&P systems, however. Okay, I guess unless you have hindsight, you can't go back and say that this is the year I should have been doing it and go back and take those trades. Okay, signals for the OOPS system, it's always going to have a buy and a sell order. So here's your sell order. If we open greater than 1899.1, you sell on a stop at 1899, which was the high from Friday, sell on the stop there, and your stop loss is 1913. Now if we open less than 1891.1, which is just below Friday's lows, then you buy at 1891.2 on a stop. That is Friday's lows, and then your stop loss is 1877.2. So that's how you get into the trades, and we gave an update on the TDOM system. Last time we had a discussion, we talked about that, and this signal is profitable based off of Friday's close, and so we're going to look to exit. Exit's pretty simple. If it opens profitable above 1895, you sell at the market and exit. Otherwise, your stop is 1838.75. Okay, that's the S&P systems. We want to look at one bond system, and then we'll be done here for tonight. That is the Inner Circle bond system. This is a system that's been around for a long time. Larry Williams, if you read his book, How I Made $1 Million, or How I Turned 10,000 into $1 Million, this is a system that he used in 1987 to win the World Trading Championships. And we're going to look here by the year. This year, 12 trades for 100% accuracy. A lot of the trades have been between 65 and 75% accurate, except this year we're doing 100% on the trades. And if you look at the net profit, every year it's been profitable, some a little bit more than others. Of course, this year with no losing trades, you would think it'd be the most profitable. And yeah, so not bad. This bond system looks like it took every trade year in and year out. You'd have some decent profits in here. And you can, of course, you can always change the stop. His average stop on these is about $1,550, and yeah, it does pretty good. Let's look at the bond systems that have an order to place. It's already long, 136.17, and order's pretty simple in here. If the opening's profitable, greater than 137.17, you sell 2 ticks above the open. Otherwise, you use a straight stop at 136. So yeah, pretty easy system to follow. And that's going to do it for tonight. If you have any questions, give us a call. This has been Brian Hoops. Hope you have a great week, everybody, until we talk to you again. And hope you've learned something looking at computerized system trading.